What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you can tell by the title of this video and also what you see on your screen, I am going to be going through my March 2018 financial goals. This is just another video that I'm kind of making sure that I put separate from like my budget and stuff, just so the videos are shorter. And also I want to make sure that I keep doing these because it's like a way of holding myself accountable. So even though we are almost at the end of the first week of March, I'm still going to do the video. So without further ado, let's get started. So before I start talking about my March 2018 financial goals, I of course need to go through my financial goals results for February of 2018. So the very first goal that I had last month was to put at least $500 in my savings / sinking funds, like total. So in my mini emergency fund, I put $520.07. For those of you guys who are new, a mini emergency fund for me is $3,000. I had it fully funded towards like maybe September, October of last year. And then I took out almost like a little over $1,700 to pay my 2016 taxes. So I've been replenishing that pretty slowly because I do have my true emergency fund of $9,000 fully funded. So I was able to put $520 back in that, and I'm not sure how much I have left to put in there. That's something that I'll have to tell you guys maybe like in my mid-month check-in or something. My income tax sinking fund, I put $200 in that. That is like the standard. I don't put any more than $200. I might have to up that like in a couple of months because I am starting to make like a lot more money. So I'm thinking that when I owe at the end of the year, it's probably going to be more than just like $2,400, but we'll see. We'll see. So next is my investment sinking fund. I put $520.05 into that. So that comes out to a whopping total of $1,240.12, which is more than double what my goal was. So I'm pretty happy about that. So goal number 2 was to pay at least $800 towards my car loan. And for me, the $800 does include the $262.53 minimum payment that I pay every month. And so my minimum payment, like I said, is $262.53. I paid that. And then I did an extra payment of $1,240.12. So that comes to a whopping $1,502.65 that I put towards my car loan. That extra payment was principal only. And it's so funny, you guys. So just a quick story before I keep going. I have my car note through BMO Harris, and every single month when I have to call in my extra payment, I have to call in the extra payment. They have to tell me that, oh, we're supposed to charge you a $10 fee. I have to tell them, well, I haven't been paying a fee for the last 6 months. I'm not paying a $10 fee because I'm paying over the phone. Somebody at some point told me as long as I do it within 14 days of my regular payment, I don't have to pay a fee. Like all this crazy stuff, right? And so whenever they do it, you tell them it's principal only, but then something still gets applied to interest, and then you have to call back once it processes and get them to reapply it. It takes like 3 to 5 business days, which is fine. But when I called the extra payment in a couple of days ago, the lady was like, well, it was 70. No, not when I called the extra payment in. I think it was today that I called to let them know like, hey, y'all need to reapply. She was like, well, it's only 73 cents. I'm like, okay, and I want that 73 cents to not be an interest. It needs to be the principal. Like, I don't care if it's a penny. Like, if it's not supposed to be to the interest, it's not supposed to be there. And then funny thing, Dave Ramsey actually just posted a new video today of some caller who has BMO Harris and was talking about how, oh, well, I have to call to get them to reapply. Like, it's such a hassle. And I promise you guys, it's really not. I even had to comment on the video like, this caller is making this more difficult than it's supposed to be. Like, it's really not that difficult. Just call, they reapply, check 3 days later, and it's fixed. Like, you're doing too much. Anyway, so I was able to reach that goal. So goal number 3 was for me to cash flow my eye exam, glasses, and contacts. This was something that was supposed to cost me almost $1,000. My eye exam was like $98. The glasses was like over $500, and my contacts was like $2 something. Plus I had like a 1-year warranty in there for contacts, and it was all kinds of stuff, right? So it did end up being like way more than it should have been. I ended up putting my glasses on a credit card, but then when I got my glasses in, Child, my eyes was this big because I'm super nearsighted, and I was just like, no, I don't feel comfortable wearing these. I'm not wasting $500 on some glasses that I would only feel comfortable wearing in the house, when my glasses from 5 years ago I can see just good enough to be able to see around my house. So I would have ended up paying that credit card off at the end of the month anyway, or at least by the end of this month. But yeah, I was still able to cash flow with no problem. So after taking the glasses back off of there, it was like $570 or something like that. So altogether, my eye exam and the contacts were $323.48. So I was able to reach that goal as well. So all three of my financial goals for February, I was able to reach. So now on to March. And first, so before we start talking about March, I want to first talk about the things that I did well last month and things that I can improve on for March. So some of the things that I was able to do well last month, I spent less than my overall budget. My overall budget for like my everyday expenses, you know, groceries, personal household, all that kind of stuff, was $1,260, and I spent $1,198.66. So I was under budget. If you guys have not watched my budget results, I will put that up in the eye in the sky just so you can check out all of my budget numbers. I was over in some categories, I was under in some others, and I always overestimate my expenses purposely, just so that when I go over in certain categories, it doesn't hurt me overall. Another thing that I did well, my February income was more than my January income, which I'm always striving to continue to increase my income over time. My overall goal is to be at least $10,000 to $15,000 a month by the end of this year. So the third thing I was able to do well, I replenished almost half of my remaining mini emergency fund. So I told you guys that I took out over $1,700 for my taxes. I believe at the beginning of February, I still had like $1,200 I needed to put back in there because I did not put any money towards savings at all in January. And so I believe that I only have like $700 and something. So I replenished almost half of what I needed to put back as far as what was left over for me to put back as of February. And then the last thing I did well, I saved over $1,000 and I put over $1,000 towards debt, which is a-okay with me. So some things that I can improve on. Again, I always will have this. I want to continue to increase my income. And then the other thing that I want to do is work at least one nursing shift per week. And this isn't like a monetary thing, and I'm probably going to make a separate video about this. But one thing that I've learned after getting back into nursing after being out for 3 years is that no matter how much money I made as an entrepreneur, no matter how many people I helped in the entrepreneurial realm and helping all of these people on their entrepreneurial journeys, I was very unfulfilled. I was born to help people. I'm a Cancer. I love everybody. Maybe not everybody, but I just love people, and I love helping people, and I genuinely care about people. But there is a certain level of helping people that you do in nursing, or caring for people that you do in nursing, that you can't do anywhere else, not in anything else. And so I found myself, now that I'm back into it, I'm realizing how unfulfilled I really was only being strictly in the entrepreneurship world. Having a job is looked down on with a certain caliber of people in the industry. Jobs, you're slaves, and all this other stuff. And while I do agree to a certain extent, that's jobs. I have a career, and I chose my career not because of money, because trust me, we don't get paid enough for all the things that we do, but I chose my career because of my love for helping people. So I need, just for my mental, for my psyche, and to keep myself level and fulfilled, I need to work at least one nursing shift every single week, period, without fail. So that's that. I need to make sure that I do that every single week from here on out. So now let's get into my March 2018 financial goals, which is probably what you clicked on this video to see, right? I took forever, huh? So goal number 1 is to put at least $1,000 in my savings/sinking funds. Remember, last month it was $500. I did over $1,000, so I want to push myself to get over $1,000 this month as well. Goal number 2 is to pay at least $800 towards my car loan, again, including my minimum payment. Goal number 3 is to get my car loan below $5,000. I bought my car at $17,100 back in July of 2015, so I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary. I believe that, dang, my board is turned the wrong way. I think my car loan became my only debt back in maybe September or October. Not really sure. I can't even remember what the balance was at the time, but I am starting this month, March, off with a balance of $6,755.40, if I'm not mistaken. So my goal is to get that below $5,000 to reach my overall goal of paying my car completely off by my 3-year anniversary. Goal number 4 is to increase my net worth by at least $1,000 this month. My net worth ended February 28th at $16,208.95. $16,208.95. So my goal is $17,208.95. So that is my financial goals for this month. I really honestly believe that I can reach all 4 of them. The only one that I'm a little bit iffy on is the car loan. That's going to mean that I'm going to have to put about $1,500 towards it. So as much as I put in February is what I'm going to have to reach in March as well. So we gonna see. As long as my income is about the same or a little bit more or like a little bit less than what it was in February, I should be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment down below some of your financial goals for this month and whether you did really well with your February financial goals or not. If you are someone who does not write your financial goals down, I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a disservice. When you don't write your goals down, it's basically like blindfolding yourself, spinning yourself around in a circle, putting a gun in your head and a gun in your hand and trying to hit a target that you cannot see. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make sure that you guys are writing down your financial goals every single month so that you have a target that you want to hit. So please give this video a thumbs up and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.